Welcome back. In this video, I want to show you how you're going to do your stock counts every Monday using the Vend system. The first thing that you need to do on a Monday morning is you click on the products button. Then you click on inventory counts. The next step is to click on add inventory count. Now you don't have to worry too much about this top part because you are now going to start with your stock count. So this just shows when are you going to start, what time you are going to start, and it will also automatically complete the branch name in this field. You scroll down and then you need to make sure that you have selected partial count. When you know that you have selected it, it has this green frame around it. Please do not select full count, because if you do a full count, it means you are going to count all the stock at your branch, which includes tombstones and everything else. Please make sure it's a partial count because you just want to count the coffins and the flowers. Now, there are various ways of searching for the items that you want to count. First of all, you can search by grouping it together under the product type name. Now, as I said, you want to count the flowers and the coffins. Now, the product type name for coffins is coffins and caskets. So I will then type in coffins and immediately it picks up on that list. You see here at the top, it says coffins and caskets. You then click on type. Now you also want to count the flowers. Now the product type name for flowers is plastic flowers. So you then need to type in plastic. It throws it out there. Again, you see at the top, plastic flowers, and then again, you click on type. Now, what happens once you have selected these, you will see all the coffins as well as the flowers on your list that you need to count. Another way of going about this is to just type in the names of the items that you want to count. So let's say, for example, you want to count your FA16s, let's say FA17 for main member you want to count. You want to count the FA16. Let's see, there's 16 Society. And now I want to also count a couple of flowers. You see, for every item then, you need to indicate what you want to count. So you need to then indicate each and every item by typing it in here. So let's just add another MV, for example, MV3. So you can then type in your whole list of items you want to count. This is a longer route, or you can use the product type as I've indicated. For caskets, it's coffins and caskets, the product type, and for flowers, it is plastic flowers. But let's stay with this for now. So I just want to count these items for today. So again, it will now list those items that I've selected here. The next thing you need to do then is click on Start Count. The system will now automatically start to count what of these items are available for Trigardsdal, what is in their stock list. So this is the expected numbers. In other words, there are 248 FA17 main member caskets at Trigardsdal, which is quite a lot in this example, but this is just an example. So what you now need to do is you need to go out and you need to count all of the FA17s. And the way that you're going to do this is once you have counted it, you click on FA17 and you see this top part opens up. You now need to indicate how many FA17s have you counted. And essentially, it should actually be the exact same number as what is reflected here, 248. So let's say you've counted and it is 248. You type in 248 and then you click on count. Now, the moment you've clicked on count, you'll see there's a list that's going to open up and it's going to keep record of all the items that you have counted. So let's go to the next one, MV13. I click on MV13. In this example, it says there must be 810. Now, let's say you've counted it and you say, oh, I only have 800. Then you then you type in 800 and you click on count. Now, what you will see is next to the MV13, there's this little circle. That shows you there is a difference between what's on the system and what you have counted. With the FA17, you'll see there's a tick. This means you are having the same number of FA17s that is reflected on the system. Let's go to the next one as an example. Again, I click on MV3 so that I can then indicate. Let's say you've counted it and there is 800 in there. So I'll type in 800 and I click on count. All right, so let's say you want to recount the MV13s just to make sure that there is only 800. Maybe you've miscounted it and there can be 810. What you then need to do is come back to this list here. You want to recount your MV13s. So there's MV13. You just then first need to delete this from your list. And this is the little dustbin icon that you can click on. I will click on that and then it deletes it. It takes it back to 0. Again, you then just click on this. You counted it now. You see, oh, okay, yes, I do have 810 now. So then you click on MV13 so that it reflects there. And then you can put in 810 and you click on count. Right. The last item we want to count now is the FA16s. I click on FA16, but I want to show you another thing. So you've counted and you see, oh my goodness, I don't have 200. I only have 180. So you type in 180 and you click on count. So again, it will show there is something that is not nice, not lekker here. It doesn't correlate with what's on the system, but you have counted it now and you just cannot find the 20 that's outstanding. Also very important just to make sure that it indicates here how many items you need to count, and it will also keep record of how many you have counted so far. So there were 4 items that we needed to count, and it told me that yes, you have now counted all 4 items. The next thing I need to do after I've counted everything, I go to the review button. I click on review. Right. So now it shows I have counted everything because there's nothing that's uncounted, but it shows me there is 1 unmatched item and 3 matched items. So if I click on unmatched, it will show me which is the one that's unmatched. And it says it's the FA16. There should be 200, but I only counted 180 and there is now 20 missing. What you can do is if you want to go back and count again, you can then just click on the resume button. And as I showed you, you can then just remove this. If you find that, yes, okay, there is 200, then you can change it as I showed you in the previous step. But if you find that, no, I've counted and counted, it's 180, you then just leave it like that and you go back to review. And the next thing you need to click on then is to say, okay, I have now done all my counts. I can now complete. I click on complete and then also submit. Okay, and this is now the last page that you will see. You need to print this page. The way that you print this page is by clicking on the mouse right-hand side button and you click on print. Please make sure that you print this page because especially if there is a discrepancy, in other words, if there's a shortage or if you have more than what was indicated on the system, then you need to send this page to Mevrou Esme as well as to your area manager. They need to investigate why there is a shortage or why you may have more than what is on the system. All right, so please remember to do this. You can also print this page where you click on matched so that they can see what you currently have as items that have matched on the system, or you can even go all 4. I would highly recommend, you can only print this page. You should actually just click on all 4, because then it will show these are all the items that you have counted, and then there's a 20 mismatch, and it will show you it is with a society, because there's the expected that was 200, but you could only count 180. So please rather type this page, click on all 4, all your items, and then right click on your mouse and print, send this page to Esme and send it to your area manager if there's a discrepancy. If there's no discrepancy, keep a record of this count on your system. So in other words, print this out and put it in a file so that once they need to do their investigations or audits, the area managers in your branch, they can go to your file and see how many times, if you have done all your stock counts every Monday, and where there were any shortages or if there were more than what was expected on the system. Please don't forget to print this page, click on all, and keep it in your file. For discrepancies, send to your area manager and Mevrou Esme so that they can follow up why this is the instance. This brings you to the end of the stock count process. Thank you.